Welcome to eNETEmployer. Let's take a quick look at the program where working with your payroll is as simple as entering your employee work hours and then calculating and reviewing the results. Let's walk through a sample payroll to show you how. We start by signing into our account with our login ID and then choosing the payroll icon. Once the program loads, we choose the Payroll Processing Calculations option. This is the starting point for all new pay periods. We press the New button to add a new pay sequence for the current period, and the program will automatically adjust the start, end, and pay dates as needed based on the previous period. And you can adjust these dates if needed. If we open the pay type list, we can see that normal periods are the default pay type, and you can also create reversals, additionals, and extra pays. With our new pay period in place, we can now enter our employee work hours by choosing the Payroll Processing Speedy Update command. Each active employee is listed along with their assigned earnings. eNETEmployer supports all earning types from hourly and salary to bonus, commissions, and more. To enter an employee's work hours, just double-click on the row. This switches you to edit mode, and then you can enter the hours in the various columns and cells provided. If you have multiple employees, you can use the Edit All button, and all of the rows will switch to edit mode for faster entry. In our example, all of our hourly employees have some regular hours, and one of them has some overtime hours. You can also enter dollar amounts for non-hourly earnings, such as reimbursements and commissions. Note that our sample employee Peter here indicates NA for the regular hour entry types, but he does show a gross pay of $2,500. This means that he's a fixed salary earner, and the program will pay him automatically with no data entry required. Now let's press the Accept All button to save our changes, and then return to the calculation screen where we started, and we'll see that the Calculations button now shows a red outline. This indicates that we have made some data changes and we need to recalculate the payroll in order to see the results. Once we press the button, the payroll is recalculated and the button turns green to indicate that we can now review the current results. Press the Generate Report button on the current pay sequence row, and the resulting report is saved as a PDF in our Downloads folder. When we open the report, each employee's current and historical pay info is shown in the detail. The center section shows the current and year-to-date wages. In our example, this hourly employee shows the 72 hours we entered at $20 an hour. Employee deductions are shown on the right, followed by employer-paid benefits where applicable. In this example, the employer matches CPP and EI, but does not match the employee's RSP contribution. If we scroll down past the end of the employee list, the per period totals are shown in the second last page of the pay register report. In our example, we show 5 active employees, with all 5 being paid. And scrolling to the last page of the report, we see the remittance totals for this period, along with the corresponding CRA business account. After you've made any required payroll adjustments and approved the run, simply press the Backup button, followed by the Close button, and this completes the pay cycle. You're now ready to run your payroll reports. Choose the Payroll Processing menu and then the Reports option, and the report screen will show you a number of report types that you can create immediately, such as the pay register, check register, ROEs for both print preview and also the actual ROE web XML file that you can submit to Service Canada. You also have options to print your employee pay stubs or email them as a PDF to each employee in one step just by clicking the Email button. If we click on the Generate Report button for the printed pay statements, the resulting PDF shows us each employee's earnings at the top, deductions and benefits and accumulators at the bottom. You can even add a company logo to your pay stub for branding purposes. Use the drop-down list above the table to view many other report types that you can add to your payroll. Other types include employee profiles, journal entries, workers' compensation, and more. You can add new employees to your payroll easily. Just use the Employee menu's Set Up Employee option, and then choose a type from the template list. Our example has hourly employees and salary-based employees. We'll choose hourly and then press the New button. And a new row appears at the top of the table. And now we can enter the pertinent details for the employee. After we enter the details for the new employee, we can save the row, and then we can proceed to the Earning Items screen to set their wage rates and salary amounts. After that, we can use the Deductions and Benefits screen to assign these types of amounts if the employee has any special deductions or benefits over and above the typical CPP or EI. And finally, we can use the Accumulator Item screen to tell the program whether the employee accrues vacation pay or has it paid out each period. Once you complete your final payroll of the year, you can open the Year-End menu and choose the Edit T4s option. And then we click the Generate T4s button for the payroll year. This will create a T4 for each employee who was paid in that year. You can review each T4 right on the screen, and if you have any T4 edits to make, you can edit each row and adjust the values as needed. You do that by double-clicking on the row and reviewing and changing the box assignments as necessary. When the T4s are ready, you can open the Print Year-End Form screen, and you have the option to print out the T4s or to email them to employees in password-protected form. You can also create the XML file when you're ready to upload it to the CRA. And that's a quick look at eNETEmployer. The program has many more detailed features that will satisfy payrolls of all types. To get started today, just visit our demo webpage, submit the Get Started form, and we'll email your setup forms immediately. You can also send an email request to sales@canpay.com or call us toll-free at 1-800-665-5129.